the August 6, 2025 meeting of the Economic Development Council. If everyone could join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, per usual, start, Joanne, with you for the roll call.
Yes, we do have a quorum. Joanne Duffy, Planning and Economic Development Director.
Jim Gregg, Select Board Representative.
Oscar, member.
Chet Bowen, Chair.
Charlie Birchmeyer, member.
Dick Bruno, Vice Chair.
Thank you. I'm not sure if everyone got a chance to look at the minutes. Again, pretty short, but if I can get a motion.
You know, these are the Capital Improvement Committee minutes.
They are?
They are. I think I took the wrong batch because this meeting is
Well, the ones that we,
tomorrow
no,
night.
the ones we have are from last, or 2 months ago.
Oh, okay, I just
Yeah.
have the wrong one.
You just had the
Okay.
one from the very top.
The very
Yep.
top. Sorry about that. I have 2 meetings in a row, so.
All good.
I'll motion to accept.
Okay, motion to accept.
A second.
Okay, motion and seconded. All in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstain? Okay, motion passes. So, as we all got this list of vacant properties, I think our only real item on the agenda tonight is just to split it up. So, I would suggest leaving the select board reps out of any of this because they have enough to do. Trust me, I've been there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we should probably split up among ourselves. I think it would be pretty easy to do. I'm looking at this and I can just.
Could we just get a definition on a couple of these? I'm
Sure.
not familiar. What constitutes the C1 Flex and C1 Flex Z and the CFIZ Industrial, I guess, is the other one that it's probably self-explanatory, but I didn't know we had those, to be quite honest
So
with you.
it stands for Commercial Industrial Flex Zone.
Okay,
it's-
what's the flex zone?
Flex zone means that
Ability.
there's supposed to be some flexibility in what they can do.
Okay,
So they can have commercial mixed with industrial, but there's certain criteria that goes along with it. I can send that to everyone if it helps.
Yeah.
There's like a little paragraph in the zoning ordinance which gives a description of each zone. So I'll send that
Yeah.
over to
Which
you.
we
It
can do.
might, only because if you're looking at these, you say, okay, what is doable? Is there,
So I think, and Joanne, keep me honest, but I think that the most basic understanding of commercial is they're there and they're selling you a product, where industrial is more manufacturing
Manufacturing,
yeah.
product.
Like-
Sometimes industrial can do both, but that would fit with industrial. If someone's in the industrial and they manufacture a product, but say that they have a small front desk where you can come buy something, you can still do that in
They're
industrial
typically in
zone.
the industrial, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like I'll give you an example, Cody Avenue,
yeah,
Daniel Plummer, there's a lot of industrial in the back where Cody
Right.
Avenue is. The solar arrays off of Shirley Hill, that parcel is, and Hebert's, that's all zoned industrial.
but when you have the ability to have a flex, industrial flex, what could they do differently? I mean,
So
an
they can have
example of-
commercial and industrial together,
Okay.
yeah,
So you could basically manufacture something and sell it out of the front.
correct, yeah.
Your front
Or
load.
you can have the retail store here and the industrial with it. But again, there's criteria that goes along with it.
Okay.
Then there's the village commercial.
Mhm.
Everybody probably knows that one. It's in the village area, which is smaller type, mom and pop businesses.
Is this still up to date? Like, has anything gone in there?
Well,
Some of these?
it's probably a month old now. But I will tell you, it's funny that I was looking at this afternoon, and there is land, let's see, where is it? It's, okay, it's the first 3 under industrial, I don't know if it's those exact lots, but it's that same owner. And I just met with someone yesterday about a residential project for that. But the land that they showed me was not zoned industrial, so this may be abutting that land.
Okay.
So if somebody's looking at that. And then the Cody Avenue, right under that, it says Cody Avenue and it's owned by Tebow. There's also a project that they're looking to do that they're coming into the planning board for conceptual next week.
Residential as well?
No, it's self-storage units.
Okay.
So, these properties,
So all the
change.
industrial right now, there's a plan.
Hmm?
There's a plan for everything under the industrial tab at this point?
Except for the ones that are owned by Cody Park
LLC.
not
Okay.
those.
So to make things easy, what I would do, if it's okay, I can handle the Cody Park LLC all the way down. I can take those ones if that's okay, and then if anyone else wants to take, it looks like yes, everything else industrial, so it's really just splitting up the commercial industrial flex.
And then the last two, it's actually under the village, those are residential.
Falcon Heights?
Yeah, the
properties?
Falcon Heights.
Yeah.
Those are the properties across the street from Maple Avenue
Yep.
School.
Yep,
So they're vacant and they hasn't done anything with it, but it's zoned residential.
Okay.
Village, I don't know if it's
Is that-
village residential or what, but I'd have to look it up, but.
Is that where there was like an auto body? Is that still there? Or am I
No,
thinking
it's
of-
actually across the street. There
Oh,
was a
literally
house there and they tore it down and now it's like just,
Yeah, it's the
Sometimes
corner of
they have the
Maple
air
Ave, corner of Maple Ave
Okay.
and Mass.
yeah.
yeah.
And I'm sorry, yeah.
I just noticed that's where the air balloon goes
Oh,
once a
yeah,
year.
So if you have any questions
right.
on where these lots are located, if you go to the homepage of the website and do the search, just put in maps. And then what will come up is a list of different maps in town. Go to the very first one, and that will bring you to the GIS maps. And then on the left-hand side, you put in the map and then the lot below it. And then you can do a search to, it'll bring you a
It'll bring
map of the property, and then you click, you go onto the property itself and you click the map and lot. And then that'll bring up the information, the owner's name and all of that.
Okay.
I probably should bring a computer down and show you, but if you have any problems, just call me, I could walk you through it.
I mean, I could take the first six, I guess.
A commercial industrial flex?
Yeah, and then
Perfect.
the height. So that first section where's Petain Street down to 533 Mass Road? Or do we just want to do the commercial industrial flex?
Oh, no, sorry, you can do the first six in general, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Starting with Petain Street.
Yep. So we're doing Mass Road down to Tower Lane. Anyone want to take that?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm trying to find out where you guys are at here.
So right now, we see a commercial industrial flex,
Yeah, right here.
starting right on
I
Mass
don't-
Road.
yeah, that's my problem. I don't have,
Yep.
yeah, I don't have a spread.
So he's looking at, you said Mass Road down to Tower Lane.
Tower
Here's
Lane, yep.
The commercial industrial flex.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I have them, but they're
Mass-
on, they're broken up, the sheets.
Is that Mass Road starting with the Roadrunner
Is
investment?
it Tower Lanes?
Nope, Mass Road starting with
SBD.
SBD and H Invest.
So it
Oh,
should be before that.
So
Okay.
all
Oh,
the way
okay,
down
okay,
that
okay.
whole section,
Nope, just down to Tower Lane.
Town Lane.
Just
okay.
down to Tower, okay, I'll do that.
Great.
I have some of these phone numbers, Dick, for this section, because I'm
You do?
dealing with some of these people, so
Okay.
I can get that for you.
What's the designations of hardwood, white pine, is that what,
That's the logging that they've been doing.
okay. So that's the type of timber
Yeah,
they can get off of
They
that?
they have to pay a timber tax. And I
Gotcha.
think it's dependent on what type of wood it is.
Gotcha, okay.
Joanne, would you be able to send an email to Sam asking her to take, under the first Tower Lane, Mass Road, Devil Land down to the second Tower Lane, JDH National Real Estate.
I've lost you.
So it's just gonna,
Okay,
yeah.
Tower Lane, I see it,
So underneath
down
that,
to the next Tower Lane.
Mast Road, underneath Tower Lane, down to the second Tower Lane.
Okay,
That would be Sam, if you can email her. She's more than willing to do it. She texted me. It was just, she can't be here tonight.
okay.
And then Charlie, if you're
So
good with the,
that leaves me with the rest of Master Road.
yeah, just those ones. Does that work for you?
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's just under the CI Flex.
Yep.
Okay.
And to be clear, what are we kind of talking to them about?
Sure. So I think it's two things. Number one, just finding out from them if they have a plan. And if they have a plan, basically writing that down and coming back to report out. And then if there is no plan, finding out if they would like to come in and talk to the EDC about anything we can do to help them, find a tenant or maybe create some idea for a business that they could bring in, so that we can try to bring in more of a tax base in the business side of things.
Is anyone taking Cody Ave from Cody Park down to Elm? Was that a
Yeah,
sign?
that's
So
what
Chet-
you-
I took Cody
that
Ave all the way down to the end, yep.
Oh, okay, that's Chet, okay.
The Cody Park, because the rest of them have a plan, so the Cody Park all the way down to Elm, yeah.
Okay.
And I know Sam will report out on the old business for Shaw's Plaza next time.
So the hardest thing will be to find the phone numbers if I don't have them already. I would suggest if you can't find them by Googling the names.
Oh, they will be there. All of these official places always have a
And-
phone number listed, or at least an email.
And if you can't find them that way, you can always go on to the Secretary
You-
of State's website
Yep.
and do the business lookup, and it would have a
Okay.
contact there.
But you're saying on the phone numbers, on the accessories maps? That's
No,
what-
I'm saying literally a website, if you, or even if you
Oh.
Google, see where it says owner,
Yeah,
any of those are going to have a way to get a hold of them for the most part. If they don't, it's because they don't want to be found, but that's typically like they're gonna have that right there if you go by the owner.
okay.
And if anyone has any problems, just call me
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you.
or email, whatever is easier.
Suppose we have another one now in the, where the Rite Aid was.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
sent out, I looked on CVS's website and I found the real estate section. Then I found the person that handles basically New England. It's like one person's name for New England. And I've sent 2 emails so far telling them, I'm sure you've heard that.
Well, they've heard, they've sent out messages to everybody.
And trying to get them to at least come and look at this site. And I sent the property card with the information and the picture and everything. And then I didn't hear back, and then I wrote again and said, just a reminder, waiting to hear from you. I don't want to be a pest, but I'm really hoping that we can get another drugstore to
But
go there.
But CVS, I understand CVS took over Rite Aid.
Well, not
Or-
all of them.
Is that-
The CVS, the Rite Aid in this town, Rite Aid sent everyone's prescriptions to their CVS on Main Street
Right.
in Manchester on the
Right.
west side. But that doesn't mean people will stay there. And the only drug store we have now is at Hannaford,
Right.
which,
Right.
you have to go into Hannaford to get something. So,
So you're trying to get
Trying-
CVS to,
respond
look
to-
at, yeah.
to take a look at it, because otherwise I've heard some towns, they're getting dollar stores and things like that.
Well, I don't know where I even heard this, but someone had told me that that's likely going to become a dollar store. No, I think I
have
saw it
so
on
many.
one of
Yes, I
those
know.
things.
We
Yeah.
just had one close.
Right.
We've got-
So it went to $1.25, by the way.
Sound like my son, yeah.
So, I just want them to see that there's a definite need. I told them, now we only have Hannaford as the drugstore. I went through this whole big thing with them. And, again, it's one person. I don't know how the email system works there. But my my daughter's mother-in-law used to worked at CVS for like 40 years for the top people down in Rhode Island. So if I need to, I can always call her and see who to call down there.
Can't
Yeah,
hurt.
why CVS?
Well, I think I've heard, and I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that Walgreens isn't doing well either, and there may be issues with that. CVS is a really strong company, and even though there's one on the west side, people complained when the Main Street drugstore closed. They didn't want to drive to Bernardville from this area, so to drive to the west side now is even, further for them.
Yeah, CVS has sort of cornered the market on that, where like rather than, like, they've got people saying rather than, hey, go to the pharmacy, they say, hey, go to CVS and get this. Like, it's like
Yeah, just like Kleenex is
Kleenex,
to.
disposable
Yeah.
tissues, like they've got that covered. They did it, I mean, give them
So,
credit.
just from my personal experience, I do care coordination for Medicaid services. CVS does not take all of the Medicare MCOs.
Mm.
So everybody from Rite Aid has been switching to CVS. I'm averaging, I would say, anywhere from 6 to 8 people a week that I'm transferring to Walgreens or to somewhere else away from CVS
Really?
because they're not filling prescriptions.
Do you know why? No.
It's just the way that their billing works. Hannaford has also just recently, for a lot of different plans, is no longer considered a pharmacy of choice. So I'm transferring a lot of people away from Hannaford
Wow.
into Walgreens and Walmart.
Mm.
That was the reason that I asked, just because I'm like,
Yeah,
CVS has been a nightmare in my world lately.
Uh-huh.
sure.
So you're managing Medicare and Medicaid, is that?
Not Medicaid, sorry, not Medicare, just
Pres-
Medicaid, and it's only under the CFI waiver, so like if you're working off of the DD waiver, then it might be a completely different story, I don't know. That's why I'm
Yeah,
saying that that's just kind of my,
Can
that,
you-
I was
Oh, yeah.
asking more because for me it
Well,
was
you-
like,
You're
Can you-
closer
That's not
to
been
it.
my
You're
experience,
closer to
but-
it than we are.
Can you explain what you mean by that, not knowing anything about what you do? This whatever you call the waiver?
Anybody who's on Medicaid, you qualify for Medicaid based upon certain criteria, and it puts you kind of into different programs. So, like you were saying a second ago, that you guys take a lot of, like you work mostly with Medicaid, correct?
Mhm.
But pretty much everybody's on the DD waivers, they have some sort of developmental disability
Oh,
and
is
they
that what
qualify
that
that
stands
way.
for? Okay.
I work strictly with CFI waiver, which is Choices for Independence. So it's a program that's specifically designed for, older individuals or people with disabilities that are trying to stay in their home rather than going to full-time facility
Uh-huh.
care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that,
Good to know.
is that, are they not accepting it due to all the changes that are happening with Medicaid right now?
I honestly don't know. And like I said, that's just been my personal experience, which is
Okay.
why I asked, cause I was kinda curious. Because it might just be related to this one little niche market, and it might
Yeah.
not, having that effect, might not be having that effect across the board.
Right,
I
okay.
mean, the answer to that question, as the answer to most questions around that, is it's probably not financially beneficial to them.
Yeah, I'm
Right,
sure.
that's usually all it
Yeah.
ever is. I don't know why that's the case,
Yeah.
but it might be where the product comes from, or, because the different waivers that exist mean that the resources coming in are for that specific area.
Yep.
And it just might not be beneficial for CVS, I don't know why, but, yeah,
Okay.
it's a system,
That's
is.
for sure.
it is.
Red tape. Thank you.
No problem. So we have all these set up, we feel pretty good, and I think really next month is about just reporting out on this, that'll take some time. Do you wanna try to get or should we focus on just this for now?
I can try to get someone, I'll check with the guy that was supposed to come tonight
Yeah,
first,
yeah,
and if I can't get him, I'll try someone else.
yeah, I really wouldn't worry about it too much, cause I think reporting out on this is gonna
Okay.
take some time. So if we happen to get lucky and someone finds
Yeah,
out, but
yeah.
I wouldn't worry too much about it for that one. We
Okay.
certainly will wanna get somebody back in for October, but,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And do we, the last thing that I have just as a question to put out there is, do we want to try yet again to find a place in the Penardville section of Goffstown to hold a meeting? I do not believe it was well attended. either of the last 2 times that we tried within the past 3 or 4 years, but would we like to try again? Give it a shot?
Like one of our meetings?
Yes,
For
so a few years ago, we went to Bartlett, and we tried and I think we did, I actually feel like we did a really good job marketing it, saying, hey, a lot of times you might feel left alone out here, which you hear that challenge that they express. So we went out there, and I don't think it was well attended not by the members, but by the community. Not that
Yeah.
this is thousands here
Yeah,
either,
okay,
but we wanted to try it.
Yes.
And then we actually tried to go to a business, to a brewery, which I thought that was a brilliant idea, because
Yeah.
people are like, oh, go have a
Yeah.
beer and attend the meeting, and also, similar outcome. So, just a thought for next time, think about whether or not you wanna give it a shot. Do we do something in October or November?
Yeah. I don't think it can't hurt. but,
Right.
You know, again.
Right, we can still do a
let People
meeting.
know we're out,
Yeah.
looking to reach out.
Okay.
And maybe there's more information that we can get from people that show up and tell us, hey, this is what's happening in our neck
I
of the
wish
woods,
we
you
could
know?
get like the business owners to, at least 10 or 12 of them to come and just talk to us. Because things are, just based on what I've seen, like, there's people like that are hurting right now, these business owners, it's not the greatest for them. We do have some new businesses coming in, replacing ones that have left, but, it's still, they're still having trouble getting employees that are reliable, instead of just a warm body, and, people aren't spending the money that they were before, just because everything is so expensive.
Yep.
But I think we talked about that too in the past, where we wanted to get, business owners in, and small business owners obviously just don't have the time. And then the question is, why am I gonna take the time? What are you gonna do for me?
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
really, I think if I
Excellent
was on the
question.
other side of the table. So why would I come to an
Yeah.
economic development meeting? What can you do for me? Can you help me? Can you help me get employees? I mean,
right.
is that within our scope?
Potentially, I think the biggest benefit they would have, though, is access to one another, and maybe
Oh, as a-
some
as a group,
cross-marketing.
absolutely.
Yeah, so I think that's what you're getting, and that would be great if we could pull that off.
Right.
But yeah,
so we have a new business in town, the pot pie. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
think of the
they
name.
were very busy today.
Were they?
I just drove by on the way here, I was very happy to see
So
that.
there's a post on Facebook.
Yeah, I've seen it. They're getting raves. They were in Bedford, right?
No,
They
they're,
were in Bedford, now they're, yeah.
Shaking crab.
but
where the Shaking Crab used
No,
to be.
no, I know where they are now,
Oh,
but
oh.
they came from
Yeah,
Bedford. I've
one
heard
of- they were on
a lot of
101.
good things about them from Bedford.
Uh-huh.
So they're not in Bedford anymore, they
They
moved here?
closed, yeah, they were leasing in Bedford, and they purchased the building here.
So they did purchase that.
Yeah, yeah,
Very busy.
they're nice people. And then we have, I don't know if they've moved in yet, but there's supposed to be a driving school moving into where Pleasant Street is, where just as you turn the corner, just a little bit down on the right, there's like a greenhouse.
Yeah,
Gammons building.
Gammons
Yeah,
building.
they're supposed to be leasing space there because the old driving school has finished.
Mm.
So this way there's a driving school in town for the kids.
okay.
And what else? There's a few other ones.
While you're thinking, Hawks Trailers has
Hawks
moved now
Trailers, that's
into their
like-
new,
Doesn't it look nice?
it does,
Yeah.
he's loaded with
Yeah.
inventory. But the question is, now he's left that whole vacant lot on the other side of
So
alternate
someone
technologies.
met with us yesterday. They own a garden center, landscaping center.
Oh, really?
In New Boston, and they want to just put a satellite over here where they would sell like hardscape,
Uh-huh.
patio, when you have it built in to your, a grill like built into a wall and
Right,
that kind of thing. They
right.
wanna have that on display and then sell, bark mulch and all those kinds of things.
Is Accelerated moving next to Hawks as well? Are they both moving?
They decided not to, so
Oh,
they're
okay.
staying where they are.
Oh, there
They
was a
were
plan that
going
they were gonna move?
Yeah, but now they're not, so. And we met with a man yesterday who owns a bicycle well, I don't know if he has a store already, but he wants to open a bicycle business where he sells and repairs, and he wants to do it somewhere along the rail trail. So we're trying to find a place for him,
Yeah, it makes sense.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Anything else official or any other questions?
Did I see on the agenda, excuse me, I'm sorry, Samantha was she gonna report about those pad sites, or was that?
She will. She couldn't make it today. She didn't realize she'd be on vacation, so she let me know ahead of time that she wouldn't make it today. So next month, I'm sure she'll report out on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else? No? Great. Motion?
Yeah, motion to adjourn.
Second?
No, go ahead.
Second.
Go ahead.
Motion is second by Oscar. All in favor, say aye.
Right.
Aye, okay.
Right.